Hello, good day. My name is Kunipral P. Anzano, and today we will going to tackle about the Customs Memorandum Order 2210, subject Revised Customs Port Operations Manual. And we will going to focus on the glossary of terms and the annexes. So let's start. Glossary of terms. First, we have ballast. Ballast, it is a heavy cargo which is loaded on board a vessel or aircraft, merely for the purpose of making it steady, to enable it to navigate in the event of scarcity of other cargo. When not brought to ports as article, ballast of no commercial value may be discharged upon permit granted by the collector of customs for such purpose. Next, we have berth. Berth is the part of pier or wharf that is occupied by a vessel or any place in which a vessel may lie at anchor or at a dock. Bill of lading. A bill of lading is a transport document for ocean freight issued by shipping lines, carrier, and international freight forwarders or non-vessel operating common carrier. Next, we have bond. Bond is an instrument designed chiefly to guarantee the integrity and honesty of the principal, his ability, financial responsibility, and his compliance with law or contract, a guarantee of performance. It is an agreement whereby one party called the obligee to answer for the default of a third party called the principal. Brick bulk. A brick bulk is a non-containerized cargo which is grouped or consolidated for shipment and broken down or subdivided into unitized cargo, such as in pallets or packed in bags or boxes. Next, we have the cargo manifest. When we say cargo manifest, it is a declaration of the entire cargo, the object of which is furnished to customs officers with a list to check against to inform our revenue officers to what goods are being brought into the country and to provide the safeguard against goods being brought into this country on a vessel and then smuggled ashore. In maritime law, it is a record or statement in writing carried by a vessel containing information with respect to the vessel's cargo, passengers, and other matters required by statute or regulations. Next, we have the carrier. A carrier means the person actually transporting goods or in charge of or responsible for the operation of the means of transport. Customs clearance. A customs clearance means the accomplishment of the customs formalities necessary to allow goods to enter for home use, warehousing, transit, or transshipment, or to be exported or placed under another customs procedure. Next, coastwise. Coastwise ports. It is or such domestic ports are open to coastwise trade only. These include all ports. All ports, harbors, and places not ports of entry. Container freight station. When we say container freight station, it means normally a warehouse or a transit shed adjacent to the container yard used for sorting and storage of container cargo both for import and export. Containerized cargo. A containerized cargo is stuffed inside a container van with the external dimensions and ratings enumerated in Series 1 of ISO 668-1976, which are specially designated to facilitate ready handling, particularly their transfer from one mode of transport to another without intermediate reloading. Deveining. A deveining means simply transfer of cargo from one container to another cargo. Discharge Port Survey or DPS. When we say DPS, it is a report issued by an accredited cargo surveying company for bulk or big bulk cargo after the conduct of a survey at the port of discharge. Dry dock. A dry dock means a dock from which the water can be temporarily excluded in order to effect repairs. Effect repairs to the hulls and keels of ships of vessels. Next, we have the encargo. When we say encargo, it is entrusted shipment of merchandise of articles from abroad. Foreign trade. A foreign trade is the commercial interchange of commodities between different countries, such as export and import trade. Next, we have the hatch. When we say hatch, it is an opening in ship's deck through which cargo can be lowered. Less container load. A container loaded with cargoes belonging to more than one consignee and covered by more than one bill of lading. Load Port Survey. When we say load port survey, it is a report issued by an accredited cargo surveying company or ACSC for bulk, big bulk cargo to be imported into the Philippines. The report shall be submitted to the Bureau of Customs directly from the ACSC in a secure electronic format. Moor simply means to secure a vessel alongside the berth by means of mooring a ropes. Non-vessel operating common carrier or NVOCC. NVOCC means a person, including an international freight forwarder, providing point-to-point international transport of shipments without operating or owing the means of transport of equipment. An NVOCC deals with the shipper and issues its own transport document, even though it commonly subcontracts the different stages of transport to vessel, aircraft, and truck operator. Port of Entry. A port of entry is a domestic port open to both foreign and coastwise trade. The term includes principal ports of entry and sub-ports of entry. The principal port of entry is the chief port of entry of the collection district. Next, we have the pratik. A pratik is a permission granted by quarantine officials to a vessel or aircraft to hold intercourse with the port after the ship or aircraft has complied with port regulations. Quay. It means a landing place or pier, usually of solid construction, where vessels berth to load or unload cargo mentioned in Part 4, Section H of this manual. Regular shipside permit. It is required for all cargoes which belong to the categories of regular shipside cargoes under the existing regulations. Salon stores supplies listed as such which are intended for sale on board the vessel or aircraft. And sea stores, articles, especially foodstuff such as food, wine, cigarettes, used for consumption only of the passengers and crew on board the vessel or aircraft upon its voyage. Shifting of cargoes. When we say shifting of cargoes, it is transferring of cargoes from vessel to vessel and from vessel to dock, dock to vessel, hatch to hatch, and bay to bay. Ship stores. It consists of spare equipments such as chains, anchor, and likes necessary for the safe navigation of ship. Shipside permit. A shipside permit is an authority issued by the collector of customs or his or her authorized representative for the customs inspector assigned on a vessel to allow the discharge of cargoes specified on the permit at shipside until lighters under guard. Next, we have the special shipside permit. When we say special shipside permit, it is when cargoes do not belong to the regular shipside cargoes. The broker and or consignee has to get the authority from the collector of customs prior to the processing and approval by the entry processing division. Next, we have stripping. Stripping is the unloading of all goods of cargoes from a container, and stuffing is filling a container with goods of cargoes. Temporary shipside permit. A temporary shipside permit is a written authority to discharge cargoes at shipside until later as per an order of the collector of customs. And transit. Transit means the customs procedure under which goods are transported under customs control from one customs office to another. Transit cargo. A transit cargo is article arriving at any port from another port or place noted in the carrier's manifest and destined for transit or transshipment to another local port or to foreign port. And a transshipment means the customs procedure under which goods are transferred under customs control from the importing means of transport to the exporting means of transport within the area of one customs office, which is the office of both importation and exportation. And lastly, we have the vessels. A vessels it includes a very sort of boat, craft, or other artificial contrivance used or capable of being used as means of transportation on water. And let's proceed to the annexes.